Hi, I'm Heather Sellers, the author of The Practice of Creative Writing, and I wanted to take a few minutes today to talk about Chapter 9, the new chapter called Shape. Shape is probably the most important of the strategies I introduce in the textbook. First of all, I don't really revise my own writing. Revision just isn't the word that I use for the process that takes place when I'm bringing a piece to completion. I really think in terms of shape. And I've outlined the chapter based on interviewing a lot of different writers about how they work. And most of us work on our piece for a period of days or even weeks, applying the different strategies of creative writing to the piece over and over and over again until it starts to take shape. That's the premise of the chapter. I also distinguish editing and proofreading from revision practices. Editing takes place at the very end of the piece, and proofreading is the very, very last thing that a writer does, usually in concert with some other writers. In Chapter 9, the chapter called Shape, which is new to this edition of the textbook, I also talk about some of the pitfalls that attack writers when they're working on a piece. I think one of the things you have to do in order to move from being a beginning writer to a more confident writer is be able to address the pitfalls. They're there for all of us. Perfectionism, anxiety, a sense of not knowing what to do. And there are strategies that we've developed, a whole toolkit of them that can help you break through those trouble spots when they occur. They're probably never going to go away. Most writers I know, even ones who've published a number of books and many, many pieces, they still struggle with those same demons of doubt, fear, anxiety, uncertainty, procrastination. But there are things that you can do. Lastly, in this chapter, I talk about how to get feedback on your work in process from other writers all along the way. The shaping process often involves having another trusted reader or readers or a teacher read your work and make suggestions. In fact, I don't think anything gets written alone in the practice of creative writing. Hundreds of people helped work on this book at different stages, from designing the book to copy editing and proofreading. So we don't work alone, and the chapter gives you some suggestions on how to get good feedback and how to give good feedback. So that's just a quick intro to Chapter 9, Shape. I hope you enjoy the practice of creative writing.